What do you think about people getting upset at Joe Rogan for the interview after the fight?
Well, I think, you know what it is? Joe Rogan himself said, I think he was like the one of the early guys who really put this out there, like, that someone shouldn't be interviewed after a knockout. Mm-hmm. You know, they may be, you know, mildly or severely concussed. They're not in the right frame of mind. They're confused. They're bewildered. You wake up. You know, I've never been knocked out, but I've been choked out in competition. And you kind of wake up, and you know, it's a very disorienting experience, and I'm not sure that people should. I mean, it's great for the fans, but at least for the dude himself, I'm not sure that's good practice. I think it's probably a good idea not to, for the sake of the fighters, interview them after. And then Joe Rogan doubled back, and this was a bad knockout. This is not a light. And he was out, and he was back in again. He was. If you go back and watch, and I think anyone who's listening to this should go back and watch the knockout and the way Jones finished him. There was some huge ground and pound in there.
Oh yeah.
Right on the side of Cormier's head, like on the soft part of the head where we know that you're easily kind of, you know, you're kind of soft on that side. Mm-hmm. There was, you know, point being, long story short, Cormier was rocked hard. And it's just interesting decision by Joe Rogan. Of all the times to interview someone after they get knocked out, he decided that point. Having said that, it was good entertainment, and Cormier is a very emotional dude, and you know, from a purely entertainment standpoint, like a cynical entertainment standpoint, it made for good TV, honestly. So it depends what angle you're coming from.
Right. I
just wonder why he chose that one.
Well, he did apologize. He made a public apology without anybody, like, you know, pressing him to do so. And he said it was kind of like just a spur of the moment. You know, he didn't really realize it until like he was like doing it. It was like, oh shit, well, I'm already here. Yeah. But like, and that was one of the things that he brought up was like, you know, this was my own rule that I broke. So that was, you know, that's kind of shitty. But here's, in his favor, I think there is an argument to be made for the fans and himself and anybody watching. Cormier was kind of flipping out. Like, Cormier was obviously concussed.
That's true.
And, you know, didn't know what happened. And he's like pushing Big John and he's yelling and shit's going on. And I know for sure, I'm like, what the fuck is Cormier tripping on? What did he think happened?
Knocked out fair and square, yeah. What was the beef? I see what you're saying, and with that in mind, it actually makes a bit more sense. Because I was confused. I was like, what is he tripping on? I understand that you're upset if you lose, but like, who are you mad at?
Right. And so I think
in the head, it was completely I mean, there was nothing even semi-illegal about it. It was the cleanest of knockouts you could ever want. And that's the game. That's the MMA. It's the sport you're in.
Yeah. And I think to some extent, I think Joe Rogan was like, okay, what's going on here? Like, why are you flipping out? And I wanted to know. So when he interviewed him, I was like, oh, good. Like, I'm going to get to find out, like, what the fuck he's tripping about. So I think that played into it. And like he said, by the time, like, he's like, oh, shit, that's right. I said I wasn't going to do this. He's already sitting there with a microphone in front of him. And it's kind of like, well, I'm here now. So, yeah, man.
Did Cormier say why he was tripping out? Was there mention about why?
Apparently, so when he got hit, he didn't. He was unaware of what happens until he saw it on the screen. Like, he was unaware that he had got kicked in the head and legitimately concussed until he looked up at the screen. And there's a point where Joe Rogan asks him something, and he's like, "What happened?" And Cormier's like, "Well, I mean, I guess I got kicked, or apparently I got kicked in the head." Like, you can kind of hear it that this is not something that he was fully comprehending, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think in his head, like, they were going, and then something happened, and then he's kind of coming to on the ground, and then there's the ref stopping it, and he's like, "Wait, you understand what I'm saying?"
Right, 100%. And just to paint that picture for people who haven't been in the ring or haven't been concussed or haven't been out before, you really, your short-term memory is gone. Like, it's probably hard for people to kind of get their head around it. It's like, kind of like being drunk and just blacking out and then waking up, and you really don't know what happened. I think sometimes they ask these guys, like, what day of the week is it, or where are you, or sometimes even what's your name, and they really don't know. So
yeah,
it's a very like strange, surreal thing, and and then of course you wake up and there's lights everywhere, and there's fans screaming, and it's a very strange experience. To try and have someone be like rational in that moment is probably kind of a tall order.
Yeah. It's like your computer's still rebooting and you're trying to pull up files.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's not going to be pretty. I think a lot of people enjoyed the interview anyway. So
yeah, I mean, like you said, it definitely had a whole lot of entertainment value.
Yeah.